Hello, Stamp Technique Club. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. For my to-go participants, I miss you and wish you the happiest of Christmas seasons. On December, we're going to make this cute words for the season card using the blackout technique. So we're going to get started. Now, in your packet, this December packet, you're going to have a gift from me. So let's say possibly you're the kind of person that doesn't open up every single packet I send you. You want to open this one, okay? There's something very special inside, and I'm not going to show you because that would spoil the surprise. But it's a gift from me to you for being in Stamp Technique Club, and if you've participated for the last 6 months in a row. All right. So we're making 3 stunning cards with the words for the season bundle. Okay, this is it. It's a fantastic holiday set. Now, you may not even have seen it because it's buried in the catalog on page 51. In the very back, and I noticed it right off the bat because it had Merry Christmas, but also Happy New Year, Happy Halloween, Autumn Greetings, Autumn Wishes. So it's super versatile, all of the holidays. And then there's this cute little die that's used for these little bits. So I've done some Facebook Lives with it back in the fall. I made this cute hand sanitizer holder, and then I have this swap that shows you those cutouts. So super cute set of dies. We are using just the stamp set today. The other thing that we're using is the Wreath 3D embossing folder. Okay, so you can see that we're working with the debossed image. In other words, you don't want it to be raised. You want it to be like a valley, like away from you. Okay. So what you're going to grab are just some green blends. Now, I grabbed Mossy Meadow, Soft Sea Foam, Granny Apple Green, Old Olive. I would start with kind of lighter colors and then work your way out. So I'm actually not going to color all of these leaves. I'm just going to, because you would get bored. But I'm going to color some of them, and you'll get the picture. So just grab what greens you have. I would grab some lights and some darks because I'll show you something you can do to kind of add some whiz bang to your wreath. So what you're going to do after you've got some, now you're not being careful here because you can always go back and touch up, and everything is going to be covered up with the soft sea foam. So on a few of those leaves, just put a little bit of Mossy Meadow or darker colored detail in there. Ooh, that marker is about done. But that would be a good one to color in some of these leaves. And it doesn't matter if I get some of it on the outside of there. All right, so we're just going to fill in with these other colors of green. Again, not being careful. Just get some greens in there. I'm going to go 2 more, and then I'm going to move on for the sake of time. I don't want y'all to have to watch me color this whole thing. And then I would grab, like, Poppy Parade works great, but you could also grab Real Red. And you're just going to put red dots where all these little berry indentions are. Okay, I would use the rough tip because this kind of, the small tip because it's kind of rough on your blending tip. So don't use your brush tip, use your bullet tip. Okay, so you see the point. You're getting some red berries going on there. And then what you want to do, you can, if you're at home and you don't have Secret C, you can use black, Memento Black. But we are going to use Secret C. I actually have 4 Secret C ink pads because we used it at the retreat, so that's kind of funny. All right, so, and you're going to just trash whatever grid sheet you're working on. So if you love your scratch paper, grab another one. And you're just going to take your Secret C and you're going to rake it across. Now, this one's been used quite a bit, so I'm going to grab another one. I have 4. And there's some, yep, see, that one's a lot juicier. So you're just going to rake it across. Now, some of it will go down in the grooves, and that is A-okay. You're not smashing it down. You're just raking it gently across, okay? And what's cool is it only hits that top area of the card. Now, you're not going to have, you're going to have some bleed into the leaves of your project. See, like there, and there. And that's okay. That's kind of the vintage. Or what we're going to go is we can go into any part that didn't get colored in. We can leave it, we can leave the white. I like it. But you can also, if you're feeling a little OCD, you can go in and touch it up with your blending markers. If you do that, I would kind of do this to get that Secret C off your blending marker. Okay. And then we're simply going to take this piece of soft sea foam. Oh, I obscured the words here. And we're going to stamp with Secret C. May your holiday season be filled with joy and happiness. I mean, what's not to love about that? And we went both ways, but I think in the end, I like this being popped up with dimensionals. And then we actually added, we had some friends that had some ideas, and we added a double twine bow. Whoa, wrong way. A double twine bow to this project. And I have a bucket of adhesives and blocks in front of me. Let's see. 1, 2, what have we got going on here? Let's just... And we'll grab a glue dot. And we'll pop that little sweet pea down with... Oh, that's perfection. Okay, so... This is our first blackout technique card. You can go in, fill in, or you can leave it rustic. You choose, but it's so pretty. This will work with any of our embossing folders. You just need to decide what color you're going to have on the underside, and then make sure that you're running it over the debossed, in other words, the not facing you area. And this is a totally different look. Okay, each card is unique. All right, so let's go. Let's talk about something. We're going to do our little break. I've got a class coming up in December the 16th. This is a fancy fold class, and this is something that you won't want to miss. You're going to make 2 of each one of these cards. We're having that class here, but also I can send that to go for anyone that puts in a $35 order. Also, don't forget about my 12 Days of Christmas videos. So if you get my email, they're in my email, but they're also on my Paper Made Prettier Facebook page. So this is ones I did today. This was day 5. Cute tags using the Jolly Delivery set. Are those not precious? I was pretty tickled with that. This was day 4, Delicate Pines bundle. We had a hot chocolate packet. It's a double pocket with the pine tree trimmings bundle. Super cute. Again, you can find all these videos on my Paper Made Prettier YouTube channel, but also in my email that I send out to my customers. So just check your inbox. If you can't find it, holler. And then remember the fun advent calendar that we have been playing with. We've been showing. I finally popped it open and I'm popping out the days. And so we've already done days 1 through 5. Today was day 5. All the fun things in our advent calendar. So let me show you that. So that is still available. It's on the last chance list, so they're not remaking it. But when you purchase it, you're going to get this cool stamp set. And then on day 1, you got some dies. Let me dig them out here. Got just the big bucket. So you've got a set of dies that matches the stamp set. You've got on day 2, you got some, oh no, day 2 you got designer paper that has so many cute spring floral patterns. Let's just flip through there. I also have made projects with this, so you get to see those in a second. So cute little spring paper. Day 3, you got some gold embellishments. And then day 4, some cute die cut pieces. And then day 5, I think there's a little set of decorative masks and a brush, which is fallen on the floor. So I won't go grab that. But let me show you the projects I've made with what we have so far. So day 1, which is just the dies, you can make this cute little box. And I will be giving out tutorials for these for people on my team and in Stamp Club. I don't have these ready yet. I won't be doing them until after I do all the 12 days. So you can make this cute box. I promise it's a box. It's just, I keep opening and shutting it, so it's getting kind of weathered. And it's got a card. Then for day 2, adding the designer paper, we have a cute little 4x4 card. Day 3, we got those gold embellishments. So we used the die cuts, the stamps, and added some gold embellishments. Then we got these little paper tags. So this would be day 4. And in day 5, I'm going to be working out with those decorative masks. So that is super exciting. Using the same set of embossing folder. I'm just looking, oh, here's my packets. I've covered them up. No surprise. You're going to find the folder, the embossing folder that has the Mossy Meadow embossed area. Now, I'll show you. I embossed this with my Big Shot, and this is with the Stampin' Cut and embossing machine. So you can see that this is way more embossed. When we use our tools with the correct machine, it matters. And so that's just my little tip to you. All right, we're going to start with our Secret C, and this is going to go on the inside. Let us find our adhesive. I've buried it over here. So this goes on the inside. And then we have our embossed area. Now, when I do an embossed layer, I'm going to put adhesive all the way around the edges. Because it needs some extra stick. And actually, yeah, it doesn't matter which way you do it, but you want your wreath portion to kind of be more on this side, because we're going to cover up this with our designer paper. This is Traditions of Christmas designer paper. Very gorgeous. And then we have a little strip of Secret C. I just like for that junction to have a little definition. So we have a little strip of Secret Sea there. And then we're going to do some stamping, and we're going to have the May the Magic of Christmas fill every corner of your heart. And of your home and heart. Is that not the sweetest sentiment? Now, this is from the Traditional Labels dies, a very popular Christmas set of dies. And we are going to zip a little bit of ribbon behind here. I like to use tear and tape to do that. Let's see if I've got any in my bag of tricks here. My bag of tricks is getting tricky. Let me see what I do. Okay, well, we'll just use a glue dot. How about that? Oh, you know what? We can use a dimensional. Sometimes you can just trap it with dimensionals, because we're going to need dimensionals there anyway. Yay! Awesome. And then that little sweetheart is going to go here. Now, I will put these teeny stars in your packet. Whether you can find them is anyone's guess, because they're little shaker stars. And there are gold shaker stars is what they're called. And of course, you want to put the tiniest dab of green glue. Like so tiny you can't even see it. A tiny dab of green glue. And then look for your, take your pick tool, which is buried in my box here. All right, so we're going to just pick up a gold star. Let's put some in the lid. One, two, that's so teeny. Three. So I will put some stars in your pocket, and hopefully they'll make them to you. If not, you can have any gold embellishment will do. It's Christmas, so we're going gold. All right, and remember I told you that that stamp set had multiple holidays, but I forgot about New Year's. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. Guess what? This would also make a perfect graduation card. Kaki's son is graduating in December, and that happens quite a bit for people in college. So you can use this as a mid-year graduation card, or squirrel it away and be ready for the spring. Or you can have your New Year's card. So send it to that friend that you just love, and wish them a great new year. All right, so we are looking for that packet. Now we're going to use Memento ink here and pop it on there. Memento. I always call it Momento, but I think it's Memento. Now, this embossing folder, many people were like, where did that come from? It's in the annual catalog or in the online it's online exclusives, because we remembered that it came with the Cheers and Sips bundle, and you've either got this pattern or that pattern, and they're two little narrow embossing folders. So that is how I got the embossing here. And we're going black card base, and we're popping on this gold. And then you're going to stick right next to it your strip of Modern Christmas Designer Series paper, also online. And it just looks great for New Year's. I mean, of course, black and gold is perfect for New Year's. Then we've got a little black strip. So you may notice that these cards have a identical, what do you call it, layout. And I love a good layout that is quick and easy. So especially on Technique Club, because we're digging deep with the technique, and so we've got to kind of make the other card a little bit simpler. Now, I wanted a star, but I want it to be funky and fancy. So I found these little stars from the Festive Friends bundle. That's the one that has the snowman and the Santa and the elf, the little cute cartoon guys. And we are going to pop our little star here and our companion star here. And we have a card fit for a king. Now, 2 more things that I need to tell you about. Number 1, we've got a Cyber Monday special going on right now. And I can tell you that I took advantage of this with family. And I gifted Paper Pumpkin. You may be familiar with Paper Pumpkin. It's an all-inclusive craft kit. It comes with ink, stamps, a block, and projects to make 9 or whatever, however many projects. Each time is different, but typically the card number is 9. But when you do the 3-month prepaid Cyber Monday deal, you're going to get $20 off. When you do the 6 months, it's $40 off, and when you do the 12 months, it's $80 off. So, wow, great deal. Don't miss that. And then finally, when you put your order in for Stamp Club, if you're not a happy shopper, then you want to consider bumping up your order this month to get your product of the month. So our product of the month is called True Blue Florals. This is a new program, and it will remind you of Celebration, and it will take the place of Celebration. The good news is it will go on all year. So you'll be able to get products of the month all year long. And this is our first product of the month called True Blue Florals. And when your order gets to $75 or more, you get this product for only $5. So super fun. Just be watching your order total. And if your order total is creeping towards 75, which is easy to do, then make sure and bump it up to 75 so that you can get that product of the month in your packet. And I think that is all that I have to tell you about today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas and a peaceful lead up until 2026 in the new year. I can't wait to see all of the creative fun that we're going to have in Stamp Technique Club in 2026, and I hope you'll join us. All right, bye.